We just loaded up. We're on the way back to the Airbnb. Austin turned on Sirius XM. And his favorite Kenny Rogers song is on Sirius XM.
Got the hardware.
The last time we listened to this song after a race was when he ripped the Can-Am in half. And it was a sad day. But today, not so much.
First place, baby.
First place, number 1.
Number 1. That's you, baby.
Number 1. I can't believe we took first.
I can.
I thought we were dead last. I'm not even.
I really did too. I was like, we haven't seen anybody in forever. We've got to be last place.
No, sir.
And it's because we were an hour ahead of second place.
Minimum.
And we stopped to pull that 10 car over, which
That scared the crap out
I
of
didn't
me.
have any idea we were in first, whatever. I just wanted to
Help them.
somebody else out.
You know, when Tyler told me that, I was
Because they
freaking
had
out.
just rolled.
I was freaking out when you guys stopped because that was when your live feed was still working.
Yeah.
And your mom and I kept telling your mom, I was like, because I was like in and out of the truck, and I was like, if they stop, you come and tell me. Because I was like in and out, and she was sitting in here. She's like, they stopped. And I'm like, what the heck? And then when I saw the toe strap, I was like, no. And then I was on the live feed and Josh wrote, nice assist. And I was like, oh, thank God they were helping someone. And then I got on the phone and Tyler was like, or Josh, one of them was like, he helped. And I was like, well, that's totally my husband. And they're like, he'll get the time back. I was like, even if he didn't get the time back, he's still the dude that would stop and help someone.
Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't know we were in first. I didn't even care. I just saw somebody that was flipped over and we were right there and we could help. And so we did.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised in the least that you guys did that.
So
You didn't have to get out though, did you?
I started to get out and then he got it. And
Yeah, your mom and I were trying to figure it out.
Adjust the car because like where he rolled, it was tricky.
You know what team it was?
It was a 10 car, 1026 or 1028.
It'd be great to link back up with them and see how they did.
No, they crashed. We saw them.
Oh, no.
On the last laps because they got going again and passed us, and then they came back and were actually lapping us.
Yeah.
And they got past us, and then like a couple miles down the road, we saw them, and it looked pretty bad.
So I want to ask
They
you,
broke something.
because I was like bummed about the audio. However, Sean had audio and they said it was really hard to hear anyway when he was live. But so when you passed Pitt the first time, like, how were you feeling when you passed? When you passed main Pitt, because that's kind of start. So when you made your first full lap.
I think when we made the first full lap, I was like, okay, we just got, that's one down. Let's just keep rolling. I felt good. I wasn't sick or anything, and I had settled in.
Yeah.
And I had just gotten used to honestly, the thing I was worried the most about was my helmet jarring around, and it did make my neck a little sore, but I was trying to figure out the pace.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which we figured it out.
it started to come together, and it was forever changing because the shocks faded so bad.
When did they start to fade?
After lap 1, our shocks were like
shoot.
gone.
Yeah, I remember at Gonzo, Tyler said shocks are hot, they're really soft.
They were really soft. And then by lap 3, it was like,
Is that blinding you?
no, they weren't even there. It was just springs, because you were just like, we were literally bouncing like the whole freaking time.
Did they tell you coming off about the crashes, or did you just hear that from us?
We just heard that from you.
What crash?
That's a little wild. Oh, but did they tell you they diverted, or you just had to follow?
They coned it out, and they had like 10 people out there.
Yeah, but they
making
didn't
sure
tell you
people
on
were
the start?
cutting over. No.
That's a little wild.
Maybe they said it over Weatherman or something.
Oh, could have.
But
then I want to know, when you got to Gonzo on the last one, and you knew you had like what, 640 miles?
37. It's
37.
38 from Gonzo to the finish.
I want to know how the car felt, because in my mind I was like, okay, if something is feeling crazy, this would be the time that Austin is panicking and he's thinking like, we're so close, this is where something's gonna happen.
So I was, and Josh was really looking at the front end and really pulling on the tire. And then he's like, turn your wheel or whatever.
Yeah.
And that freaked me out. Because I thought,
Yeah.
something was broken.
Yeah.
And, but the car felt,
Christian, will you put your sister on your lap?
honestly, it felt
Okay.
good the whole time. Like, it felt, you know, aside from the shocks fading, like, the car felt great. I think that we definitely went too slow. I think we could have went a lot faster.
I think you did great. You finished. And on it, I honestly
we finished.
think, so I was watching the tracks and there were some people that were pretty close. Like you guys, they kind of caught up on you, you know, throughout that first lap. But I honestly believe from watching the tracks that your consistent, steady, like methodical pace, I think it's more of a methodical pace you had, where you can really gun it, but you don't always win gunning it. Like it can just be so hard on your machine. And I think you had a methodical pace, and I think that is what helped the longevity.
Well, we definitely didn't want to overdrive the car because, well, a couple of reasons. A, you start pushing it to the limit, things start breaking. B, you push it past your driving limit because the track changes so quickly, and then you wreck or whatever.
Right.
And you know, we found a pretty good pace. We found where the car was pretty happy in the chop.
Yeah.
Which was great, you know. It was a learning. Like, I feel like I'm a better driver now than when I started the race.
For sure.
Because it was just good practice. And it was all kinds of...
I don't know if I would call it practice.
Well,
That was the real deal.
yeah, but I mean,
But
just
for
like...
sure.
It just... I don't know. I felt like each lap I got faster and faster.
Yeah. I think so. Your mom was kind of timing. I was ball of nerves.
But, I don't know.
You guys did great.
It was gnarly. It was
It
so
didn't even
fun.
feel that long in the laps, honestly.
Oh, Christian, I can't see you.
When we pulled into main pit second lap, I mean, like, the last lap, it felt longer because it was the last lap. But
Yeah.
it wasn't even that bad. I mean, it didn't feel like we were in the car for 9 hours.
You were, she told me it was like 7 hours,
8 hours, 31 minutes.
8 hours, 31 minutes. That's pretty darn good, guys.
And I woke up at 5. So.
And Jordan was in for a full lap. Full lap. So you did 2 full laps. So thank goodness we had Jordan.
I think Christian could have done it. I think he was second guessing himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely did second guess myself because 5
That's
minutes
okay.
after I got out the car, I wanted to get back in.
Yeah, that's
Jordan
okay.
did really good as a co-driver, though.
Yeah, I knew he would do really good. He was really excited, and I'm so
Definitely
happy
much
that
appreciated.
I'm so happy that he was here to step in. Your mom just called me, so I'm gonna stop the video. They're calling about Taco Bell. Oh,
Taco Bell.
they're going to Taco Bell. That's the real dinner of champions when it
Yeah.
comes to Austin. So Taco Bell, go ahead and sponsor U999.
Yeah.
Because he's about it.
Hey.
Okay, so what does Taylor want?
She is fast asleep.
She's totally asleep, so nothing.
Okay. Well, she's gonna want something to eat.
No.
I'll
We'll get
make her a sandwich if she wants something. Otherwise, a taco with no lettuce. One soft shell taco, no lettuce.
Okay, well, we'll just have to take the lettuce off.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be hard.